Have you ever felt cute one day and then you had your picture taken? Then you look at this picture and you're like, what is this? Do I look like that? No, you don't. And we're gonna fix that today in this video because I'm going to teach you how to pose like a classy, elegant woman. And I would really want you to take all the tips that I share with you today because I'm gonna give you a lot of technical tips. So you might be wondering, why has Anna changed her outfit? Now, I would like to actually explain that. The Chanel tweed jacket is of thick material and unfortunately, it was widening me. But a top like this is figure fitted. It's fairly slimming. And this is something you have to pay attention to if you know you're gonna have your picture taken a lot one day. What outfit are you gonna be wearing? Are you gonna be wearing an outfit that makes you look slimmer or that might add a bit of bulk to your appearance? Don't forget that the camera adds about 5 kilos. So let's say you are at a wedding and by accident you realize that, oh no, I'm wearing this really bulky dress that is widening my appearance on pictures. What do we do? The good news is you don't have to go home and change. There's a little trick that I want to teach you. The trick is very simple. Just place your hand at your waist, push your hip out a bit. And this way you are defining your waist area. So let's say you have a bulky dress, you're pushing it in and you're showing your waist. This is going to make you look slimmer. You can actually do the same even on the other side. This way you have defined your waist. You have a beautiful silhouette versus before when you just look like this. What do we do with these hands, with these arms? Those are so complicated for ladies who lack a little bit of experience because you just don't know what to do whenever you have to pose. Now let's go through some of the common things that you should be or should not be doing. So you know, whenever we take, let's say, a group photo and we stand next to someone, we might, do this angle. Common mistake that people do is that they press this upper arm against their body, making this arm look really thick, although it's not really that thick. Always pay attention if you are in this position, so just, don't press, just hold it a little bit like that, even if it doesn't feel natural. Another thing to pay attention to, don't place your hands inside your pockets like this. Common trick that models do is that they would place hands outside like this instead. And this is because this looks elongating and more flattering versus this just cuts off the hand and doesn't look good on picture. Another thing that many people don't think about is how they hold their buttocks. Yes, ladies, if you are having your picture taken, you're not pressing your buttocks forward like this. You push it out like a little swan that you are. And just, poking it out a little bit like that, but in a natural way, of course, just so that you're not pressing it inward, because then your thighs are gonna look bigger and you're not gonna look as good. A common photography pose is this one. And actually, it's not always good to do this one because, first of all, you look like you're protecting yourself from someone. You look a bit defensive in this pose, body language wise. But also, if you think about it this way, because this arm has become the closest in distance to the camera, it ends up looking bigger. Some people do like this. This is also not flattering because it looks like you don't have any arms at all. You can do something like this, of course, even if that is covering yourself. I personally like to just place my arms along my body. I do like to place it here on my hip, in my waist, but I also like to just lay my arm a little bit like this on my thigh, naturally. Classy women are very much aware about their chin and their neck whenever they take pictures. Especially my dear elegant double chin ladies need to listen up, because whatever is going on here is really important. I'm gonna show you. Whenever we take a picture, we don't do this. We do this. We are extending our chin forward and we are tilting it slightly. Always think about elongating your neck. This is very important because if you, stand like this in pictures, you're gonna look more compact and you're gonna look wider. You want to really roll back your shoulder, you want to have great posture, and you want to really extend your neck, making it longer, and you also want to put that chin forward a little bit like that. You might be doing straight to the camera, you might be doing a little bit to the side, this side, that side, you choose. Train in front of the mirror at home. But one thing that I want you to think about is the type of top that you wear. As you can see, I'm wearing a V-neck today. And that's a little bit strategic as well, because V-necks actually elongates the look of a person on the upper body, but it also makes your neck look longer. If you know that you're going to have your picture taken a lot one day, or let's say you're going to pose for a portrait, don't wear turtlenecks because that's going to cut you off and make you look compact. Always have something with a little bit of space here to make you look the best. One thing that you need to learn about yourself is knowing how the camera should be positioned in what angle for you to look your best. Believe it or not, people have different body compositions, meaning that not all angles are going to be suited for all kinds of people. But there are some general rules that applies to everyone. And the first rule is, nobody looks really good when you're taking really the angle from above. Bird's perspective. It's not really natural looking, and it makes you look shorter, and it's not necessarily flattering. The second one is when you take it from far below, where, okay, you might look a little bit tall, but it looks too unnatural. My suggestion is, for ladies who are petite, or for ladies who want to appear taller, actually, most ladies, a little bit from below is going to make your legs look longer and you're going to look taller as a result. Additionally, make sure that the camera is also not too tilted backward or forward. Some people have a bad habit of tilting, let's say the smartphone when they take a picture of you, and I personally don't like it. I like it to be straight because that gives more of a natural look. Now, the very basics that I want to teach you is the Anna Bay signature pose. You probably have seen on my Instagram, and by the way, follow me on Instagram if you haven't, is that on most of my pictures, I stand like this. The reason for that is very simple. Whenever you place one foot in front of you, you end up looking taller, and of course also more slender, versus if you just stand like this, then you look shorter. This is a trick that I really recommend all of you ladies to do. You don't have to necessarily do like this, but you can just lightly, naturally place it a little bit in front of you. You can decide, depending on how much you feel of placing it in front. I like to also do a little accentuation on my hip and push my hip out like this. How do elegant women take group pictures? Well, let me teach you, because here I have my friend Martina, and we would like to take a group photo together. There is a trick that you need to think about in such situations, and that is the placement of you both. Because if you are slightly in front of your friend taking this group picture, you're gonna have a bad situation going on because you're actually gonna look bigger than the person next to you. Now, if your friend is skinny and you want to look a little bit more skinny too, then I do suggest that you stand slightly behind your friend. So this way you can, first of all, hide a little bit behind them. No, but also you will look optical illusion wise more slender because you are behind that person. Now, what about if you have your picture taken with someone who is taller than you? I wouldn't recommend that you stand next to each other like this because you are going to see the differences in height. Ask the person who is taller to maybe sit down on a chair, and then you can, stand next to them. Now, if the tall person can for some reason not sit down, then there is another trick you can do. And again, it's about going a little bit forward, the person who is shorter, so that the tall person stands way behind you, because this way you're going to be a little bit better aligned with an optical illusion of this kind. Now, one more little detail that I know happens at group photo occasions. Someone decides that they want to Photoshop their own face, or maybe Facetune it. Then you cannot just do your own face. You have to do a little bit of everyone so that it looks aligned, and you don't have your face completely different and unnatural compared to everyone else's. And please, take it easy on the Photoshop. Don't do too much, okay? So there is this video that I'm gonna share exclusively and privately only, because yes, it's that embarrassing. If you go to levelupsecret.com, you will be able to register for free to take part of this video where actually I share some awful mistakes that I've made in my life that I'm not proud of. But I want you to take part of them so that you can learn from my mistakes and not to make them, and save yourself a lot of hassle, a lot of time, and save yourself some missed opportunities that might happen otherwise. So ladies, go to levelupsecret.com and get hold of this exclusive video. Hurry up, because soon it's going to disappear and then it will never appear on the internet again. Ladies, pay attention when you sit down, because when you have your knees facing toward the camera like this straight, it's actually not flattering, because focus will be on these knee points and they actually going to look bigger. You should always tilt them a little bit so that they are diagonally. This will cut off and give a better optical illusion. Another thing, if you're sitting with your legs, have your leg a little bit forward. It's gonna give an optical illusion of longer legs versus just, shorty legs like this. And please, ladies, if you're sitting down and you have a short skirt or a skirt that finishes and crawls up, make sure you don't have a peephole in there, because you know what's gonna happen on pictures. Now, what about smiling? You know that people look the most beautiful when they smile on camera. But I also know that some people don't like smiling on camera for various reasons. Maybe you don't like your teeth, maybe you feel like it widens your face when you smile. But there is a solution for this. You can smize. You just lift a little bit like this. Ladies, do not do the sexy face. Well, okay, if you have to do it in a situation where that makes sense. That we see a lot, especially in social media. That is the sexy face. Ladies, do the sexy face mindfully. It's not always suitable to do it. Let's say you're taking a group pictures with your grandparents. The sexy face only has a few occasions, and that is when you send a cute picture to someone you wanna, flirt with a little bit. YouTube wants you to watch this video because yes, it's that good and you're gonna learn so much more than what you just learned right now. So hop on over to that video because I will see you there.